Hey guys, man, I had such a great video going, and then the tree guys came, and I had to spend 10 minutes, so we'll start again. Okay, we're going to review a couple 2Qs playing, so it'll be under the Breakthrough to Showdown series. You'll see that White is a student of mine, and and he's really getting it, and his KGS rank graph is going up, and he's, sure he's going to get to one done in by a certain period of time. And so, that gets me excited. So I went, he doesn't know yet, but I went to his game list and took the last game he played, and I thought I'd review it for him and send it to him. But I thought, well, let's make a video out of it. Everyone might enjoy it and get something out of it too. So here we are doing an actual video review for him. What we'll be looking at, since it's not just a review in general, it's a review for him, then it's going to be more focused on what I told him to think about and how he's enacting that. So might be a little different. So anyway, here we go. He's the Whitestones. Of course, in the opening, you can play anywhere. Anywhere, right? Any corner, it's all fine. He chooses here, no problem at all. Funny move. Black played a funny move. What do you do? Well, what I've talked to him about is my style, how I handle this, which is very different from the right way. Just this is what I do. He can choose whatever he wants. I pass in my head. The idea being, well, if I don't do anything, how would Black make the bad move into a good move? Well, first, Black would make this is a great shape. And it sure looks, let's assume it's Sente, which it virtually is. And then he'll close the skirt probably this way. And now it doesn't actually close the skirt, but if White comes in, Black is in no trouble, White's in trouble. So the virtual skirt close is usually enough because it makes it hard for White to come in. If there's room for a whole White group here, for instance, let's move C14 boom, boom, to here. I'm just going to make a small sense of the board. White, Black. Okay, the board kind of makes sense now. Well, now when White comes in, it's slightly different, but still a little tight, right? No, seems a little easy. So there are board positions where we got rid of this stone. Okay, now White to play. Oh, we're looking good. Yeah, no problem. Then maybe he shouldn't employ this strategy or close the skirt closer. And as long as you see that there's a reason why closing the skirt at a distance, if it's not too distant, works out great. So that's what I do if I'm Black. Therefore, I'm going to stop that in Sente. Now Black is completely over-concentrated for this stage of the game, completely. White has not the corner, but lots of profit in the corner. So we have made profit. Now Black's still looking funny. So I would go back to square one and say, well, how about now? Well, it's kind of a sense that White's at least as weak as Black. Doesn't seem nearly as comfortable as some other variation. Anyway, it seems difficult. So there I'd stop and say, I got my profit, go from there. So that's how I would solve that issue. Let's see what he did. Went 3-3. Sure. He's saying, I don't know how to deal with A. I don't have time on my clock to figure it out. It never crossed my mind. We'll see later. why he didn't think about the ace stone. Says it's obviously oddball. That's when you stop and think something's going on. Let's figure it out. Okay, clearly that's a perfectly fine move, as is so many other moves. Boom, 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 boom. Next, the big question, do we press at A? If it's Sente, we do it. Or if black's turn is particularly pleasant for black, we do it. True in both cases. If black, come on, you can do it. If black passes, very powerful on top, very strong, thick top area. We don't like that. And if we play and he ignores, we are delighted to come up and break into the rest of the board. So in both cases, it's a good move for white. So he does it. And now white to play. Let's go through the thinking and find the move, and then we'll take a look at what he did. We'll say everyone's fine. I would say that's true. The left, big wall with a questionable black group there. Those are pretty big characteristics to just say, oh, I'll just play a corner. Well, all of a sudden, it's very hard to come in, and black's funny group isn't funny anymore. It's exactly where it should be. So we really need to, and there's that pass idea, right? If I don't do anything on the left, what happens? Holy cow, that's like perfect. Okay, so we're going to deal with the left. That's how I would decide. How do we deal with the left? Well, there's obviously room for a whole group there. That's how we judge. Is there room for this? Yeah. Well, then we can invade. That's an overstatement. But anyway, looks like there's room there. Okay. We're going to invade. We don't want to invade like this where we're not doing anything. This is a one-purpose move. We want to do more if we can. Which brings us to the most common move, a knight's move approach to a fourth line stone. And we play it because next move, holy cow, that hurts black big time. I mean, black is in shambles. So that's why we approach that way all the time, right? Does it fit in this circumstance? We just check out our, make sure we have three options for health. Option 1, 2, 3. Certainly seems that way. Let's check out 3, though. There's something special about 3, and that is, this is Sente. We respond. We better check this out again. Is this too close? Yeah. How can we say that? It's kind of like a dead end. But if we play this way, 1, 2, 3 options. Now 2 is a stronger living move. I used to think that I would never cross my mind to play something like 2 when the time comes. Because who would do that? Why would you do that? And then I saw my YouTube guy, Dr. Baduk, doing it somewhat commonly. And I'm like, what? Because, yeah, well, if you want to live, if you're trying to live there, play strong, and now you have a whole nother move to come. So it's, you do have 3 options. So there's the spot. See what he did? Put the invisible stone down. Now let's look at this white move. Not valid because there's no next move. That's how you decide if that's a valid direction. Now I want to apply that principle to, let's assume there's Put this back just a second. I'm getting there. Bear with me. Let's put this back here. And we're going to put black stone. Just a second. Takes me a minute. White does something else. Black plays here. This is, I'm just setting something up, right? Okay, now we're trying the move. Can we still play at 1? Haven't made a good example yet. Just a second. Let me move that over. There we go. Let's try again. Okay. Is this a valid direction to run? A minute ago it was. Knight's move approach to 4th line stone. We come right under. It's not valid. What do you mean? How come? There's no next move. It's a dead end. You can't do anything there. So that is officially a half option. Now, don't think that's petty or silly. It turns out that if you have 6 half options, that's a completely valid 3-option move and you're safe. And I mentioned this before. I once saw the great Milan come into this amazing moyo. He comes in and I go, holy cow. How could he do that? So I started counting the options. He had 6 half options and he lived casually. It's like, holy cow, it works. Okay, so 1 is not an option. So when we come here, let's put the invisible stone down. That's not valid because there's no next move. So you really have 2 options, side and center. So black does this thing and you're just like, even if you live, let's assume you can live. It's not the point. Black is going to be thick here, right? In cente, because you have to live, and it's his move. And how many points did you get there? Let's be gracious and say 6. I doubt it, but let's say 6. Look what black got. In cente. Game over. There's no game over. Period. That's it. Okay, so you need the 3 options. So big difference in where that stone goes. He plays here, comes down. He says, no, you're right. I better get out of dodge. Now, I agree with this move. Even if my corner dies, because the corner is self-contained. It's only the corner. It's not the corner and outside thickness, and we bother another group. And no, it's just the corner. So it's actually double gote, which is the smallest. The left is huge and has potential to hurt black and has, so many things going on. So I agree with the move based on the mistake. Once the mistake is made, I agree with this move. Nice and light. The old, I almost said his name there, the old student would have played here. Well, there's lots of room here. Let's get out as fast as we can. Bone. Smart. And turns out we're dead. So he sees that. So, well, let me get some Aji going. Let me get some Aji going. Let me get the pressing. And let me see if I can kill you first. Yeah, let's not. When I talk with him about the game, I'll say, if you're feeling like gasping for air and you'll do anything for a cigarette, just give me a second. I need to do this. That's stretching and that's weak. But if you're saying, no, I think I have a real good shot here. I'm not sure if it works. I can't read out that well, but it looks pretty good. Then go ahead. But I tell my students to play, they're never going to, how strong do you have to be to read this out accurately? All the cuts, all the variations. real strong. That's a lot of reading. So you kind of get a feel for it, right? Yeah, it's a little weak for white, but seems to work fine. You kind of have to get a feel for it. Okay, onward. He plays the move. Boom, boom, and the cut. Only one move. He plays correctly. Save. Save. Okay, things are tightening up. What shall we do? First, figure out who wins the race. Black has 4 liberties, period. White has 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. Whoever plays first wins the fight. Okay. So, shall we go win the fight? No. We have a sente first. Absolute sente. We're going to kill something real quick here. Black says no. Then now I have way more than 4 liberties and black's in trouble. Good. It's worked out fantastic so far. Now what? Slow down in your mind. Stop thinking about, I better play the next move. No. How many liberties on the A group? 3, 4, 5. No rush there. I've got a cut at B, and this worries me because I have 2 separate groups. And my C group, that's pretty short on liberties. Now, if I can read all that out and I want to go do something, whatever, if you're confident in your readout, fine, you win. You win the capturing race on top. Go do what you want. But you better be sure. It's critical to get it right. Let's see what he does. Okay. Threatens to kill. Okay. Now, did he read this out? Atari, save, Atari, capture. Did he read it out? That's not hard reading particularly. So maybe he did. Okay. Comes out. Come out again. Really? Now, white's weak in that A area, right? Let me put an A there. I'll just put it on the cut. The whole A situation, darn weak. Cuts, everything. Don't you think you'd want to fix? But he kept being aggressive. Wrong direction to play. I don't care if black can't cut, but black can't can't kill me or something. You are so weak right now, that's beside the point. Even if black can't kill you, he'll go sente, 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 and force you to do all this stuff and get a lot of profit. Not worth it. Just take care of business. However, how about here? Now everything's fine. There's no questions. Okay, so that's pushing too far. Black starts in. I would be so worried. Atari. Capture. Huge capture, right? Huge. Man, how about here? Oh, that hurts the corner so bad. Okay. White captures. Black does the net. Luckily, white has 4 liberties. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so we lose. I thought we still won, but we don't. White, black, white, Atari. Right. So we lose the liberty race. Can he run out? Let's see if he tries to run out. Yeah. Does it work? Yeah, it does. Nice. And I can see his face when he's playing this. And he's like, well, I may have made a mistake so far, but I can get out. So everything's fine. Great. Nicely done. Okay, so let's check out here. A's alive because B's dead. Now that's still 4 liberties. And how many liberties does the C group have? 1, 2, 3, 4. But black can't surround because white will get out. So it's white doesn't have great liberties, so black can still press there. But he can't surround us. So at the moment, everything's fine. We just need to make sure about that C group. Okay, so we've brought our dead group on top back to life. Killed a huge A group. The B group is almost, huge success. I mean, it's game over by at least 2 stones of advantage. Black. Those 3 white stones have no value other than in game. 4 liberties he captures with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could play away. Let's see what he does. Right in on it. That doesn't bother me. Hey, I have so much advantage here. Let me just make sure I'm fine. Sure. Okay. Fine. Works. Yes. Good for him. Good. How many liberties for black? 2. Clear as day. No funny biz. No codes. No nothing. Good job. I don't know if it was the best job, but it sure ended up perfect. I hope he just goes away here. There's nothing to do. Black captures, we say Atari. This is a wasted move, right? Is there anything I'm missing? Whatever black does, well, we have 3 liberties on top. He has 2. End of story. Well, play away. He is so eager to get to 1 done. There it is. Play away. You're 1 done. Okay. A little bit of an overstatement there. We're not concerned about our A group because we only need 1 liberty. So, means nothing. Our entire B group clearly has no base. So that's the only way black's going to win this game is by we disrespect him and we let him attack us. So let's see what white does. Horrible move. One reason we know it's horrible, because when I look at it, I have no idea what he's trying to accomplish. If we say, oh, he's trying to capture the A group, it's a meaningless group. Let it go. It's going to die on its own. He spends 5 moves saving it. It's 5 moves with 0 points. Is he trying to save the B group? Didn't do a good job. Just cut. Yeah. An honestly bad move. We should be thinking about helping the B group. What would our secondary goal be? Well, his C group clearly looks pretty darn funny. Well, why don't I just go, give myself a base, right? And now I'm out and looks like I can even live if I want to. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff. I'm not saying these are best, but I'm just pointing out the idea. So this is a real bad move. Shame on you. No shaming. We all play horrible moves. I remember watching Jujo, the Pro 9 Dan, and you know how I feel about him. He's doing a review, big board in front of the crowd, and he's saying, then white played here. This is a terrible move. Look at this, that, the other. It's a terrible move. This is my move. I played this game. Everyone starts cracking up. He has a tremendous sense of humor. Really hilarious guy. And here he is, professional 9-dan. Horrible move. Yeah, we all do it. Yikes. Why are you going into the black stones to get a black eye? Holy cow. I hope you survive. That's two bad moves in a row. Okay. So staying on track. Like A settled, one liberty, done. B, I need to help B. Let's say he played here. I go, I like it. No cuts, clearly out. No funny business now. You can get out whatever he does. You can make it based on one side or the other. It obviously hurts the Blackstones because they could do stuff in this direction. Reasonable. It's on topic. Not best that I can see, but clearly on topic. What about this one? Really? How are you going to handle the cuts? Looks a little awkward, like it's going to be difficult. We don't want to go in the... Anyway, so boom, boom, black. Okay. We need to do something. Base. Make some shape. Get the eye. While we're here, sure. Atari. And capture. Okay, that worked out well. Surround there, I like it. A nice sente to give room and then the cut. Oh, is he going to do it? Yeah, he's doing it. Very nice. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, you can see the 1-dan right in front of him. He can do the Tsujis, he can do this, he can do that. He's got a lot of tools ready to go. But he's still too focused on, I want to kill the A-stones. Why? They're useless. If I'm black, I would beg you to kill them. Focus back on the B group. That's the one. So he lost focus there and got a little lucky because the other guy's only 2Q. Boom, boom, boom. And no. Why? This cut at A. I like to do imagination things. So we imagine black cuts. Now we're just imagining here. And white goes for the kill. Black says Atari. And Atari. And here, absolute sente to kill. White says, I'm going to get you first. Atari, you can't save. Now, this will never work because white can play better than this. But you see the weaknesses. That's it. Why play this way and have weaknesses when you can play this way and beg black, please come out. I want you to come out. Okay, what are you going to do now? Well, I'm going to live in the corner. Great. What are you going to do now? I'll just live. Great. Go ahead and live. Please live. Oh, yeah, I want you to live. Oh, you're living. Isn't that wonderful? Bam. Center. Look at the bottom area. So it's not about killing. It's about play strong, chase for profit, that kind of thing. Okay. That comes out. Okay. Fine. If black tries something, it's double Atari. Okay. Reasonable. And then fix. Whew. Okay. We got through it. all's fine. And I don't believe black ever had a chance. I don't think we left enough for him to do anything, but I don't, it was weak direction of play. He could have played that better. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Just live. Yep. Okay. It's a great benefit of having our A group all the way alive already that we can just do whatever we want. That's a good example of playing strong is awesome. Boom, boom, boom. No, no, that's weak. Don't play weak. We can do this first. If black says, great, we can haunt it. What's it going to do? Connect? We're very happy. We did something very big, profitable. Oh, but I wanted to kill. Stop your personal desires and get the feel of the board. Yeah, weak direction of play. It might work, but it's weak and tricky and all like that. Yeah, I can't imagine this working very well. Getting out. Yeah. We can see that white's like this move. Second line, gasping for rare. Why would you ever put yourself in that position? Play strong, easy moves. So we've seen a lot of direction of play, how he went aggressive when it was time to just, you got your profit, sit back, strengthen. No need to take the risks. No need to play weak. Okay, good. Hopefully when he, instead of sending him a commented game, I'm going to send him the video and hopefully he will get stuff from it. As I hope you also did. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Bye.